Hey there folks, and welcome back to Eden Star. You guys said we should play more of this, and here we are. And you know what? It is actually kind of refreshing to play this game because I know some of you said that you kind of sort of get bored with some of my other series after a while, and that's completely understandable because, to be honest, I do too. Sometimes you just need to switch it up and play another game, and that's exactly what we're doing. And right now we're just going to continue to build our base. We're going to focus on collecting resources. Right now we really don't have many resources. We were just kind of, for the tutorial's sake, burning through all of our resources as fast as we can to show you stuff. But now we can actually do it properly. And we're going to gather all of the fiber and protonite that we need so that we can make a proper base with proper defenses, turrets, and that sort of thing. And we're just going to gather all these trees that are at our disposal right now. I suppose we can probably go outside of the shield right now, because it doesn't look like the aliens are attacking us right now, so that's fine. However, where is my gun? So my gun is mapped to that key, which is key number 4, because it's my it's my sidearm. Yeah, they are out there, but yeah, it looks like we'll be fine as long as they don't get too ballsy, or we don't get too ballsy. So there we go. Gonna have quite a bit of protonite after all this. We'll be able to build some more stuff. Definitely. Right, and as you can see, the toxicity meter on the top right hand portion of the screen is blinking red. Not generally a good thing, so I'm going to go back inside and let our shields regenerate. Also, I'll turn on my light so you guys can see. How about that? There we go. Let's gather the rest of these resources, and we'll start making a wall around our Eden kit. Kind of make a little modern day castle out of these really cool resources. However, we need to make sure there's no trees in the way, so let's harvest all the trees that might get in our way when we're building things. Okay, good. That tree will probably get in the way, but that's fine. So, what do we have as far as materials are concerned? We have all sorts of stuff. Let's see here, utilities, R&D modules, kinetic, protonite. We have 63, so it cost quite a lot for a ghost cannon, but we already have our ghost cannon, so we don't need that. How about weapons? We need Tenal for that. So what actually do we use protonite for? Utilities? Eden kit? Nope. Well, let's just continue to build stuff because we have the fiber that we need. I know these aren't the strongest and they're not really good against heat and stuff, but they will be better than nothing, so I'm going to make 14 cubes. We have a bunch of ammunition. And let's see if we can start building some stuff. We're going to make a nice wall. Whoop, that's crap. Wasn't supposed to go there. Well, we'll destroy that. Just like in any game, you have to watch where you're building stuff, because you'll end up doing that. Wonder if I can actually destroy this. I'm sure I can eventually, but there actually might be a proper way to destroy things, which we'll find out eventually. Let's continue to make these. I don't think there's any structural integrity to this, so we don't have to worry about them falling down, despite the fact that they're kind of just hovering. Alright, that's good. Got a nice wall going on around here. Actually, you know what? That might not be a bad idea, is just to make this a wall. And then over here is where we'll have our living space, and our turrets will be up top on the wall, and we'll be able to get up on top of the wall by ramps in this section over here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright, well, daybreak is coming pretty soon, so you can actually see dusk is starting to set. Or not dusk, but the early morning, rather. So, I think it's safe enough to go outside, and... Hi, guys. Dead. And, yep, they're coming. Okay. Well, the combat in this game is really awesome. Oh, I'm taking damage. Maybe I should have waited. Oh, let's go back to gathering then. Oh, Eden Kit in danger. Oh, crap. There we go. Dead. Make sure there's nobody else that followed us, and some did. And more followed. Crap. I made a mistake. And... okay. Shield's getting regenerated. I don't think we're in danger anymore. Daybreak is coming in 30 seconds. I think we can hold out. And we have more than enough ammunition, so it's not as though that's an issue. Ooh, there's more of that Tanal over there, so we're going to grab that. As soon as day breaks. Close enough. Let's grab this stuff. I wonder if this stuff regenerates, because this might even be the stuff that we gathered last time. Or maybe I just missed it completely, which is entirely possible. So let's continue gathering up these resources. And this, we're going to save these resources for the actual rifle, because I want to show off the rifle this episode if possible. So that's going to be the priority for this episode, is to get a rifle, as well as enough materials to start making a proper base. It would be nice if they added some doors to the game, or gates or something, because right now there's no way you can really protect yourself against the enemies. I mean, you can build a wall around your base, but they can get up the wall too if you can. So there's that we have to keep in mind. Okay, so got that. There's the enemy bases, or enemy nests rather, over there. Let's see what's over here. Ooh, this is a completely new area to us. Let's go exploring. I'm not really worried about losing our base, and if we do, we'll be in trouble, but I'll try not to lose our base. Alright, nothing over here really. There's no resources that I can see. I mean, other than obviously trees and... oh, there's Bridgmanite. We can gather some of that. Use it for... uh-oh. Ow. Apparently, there's some aliens around here. That's not cool. Okay, well, let's continue gathering. So as you see, it does get harder as time goes on. The first 2 days are actually pretty easy, and after that, you gotta be careful. And once you're dead, you're dead. There's well, I mean, there's a loading screen if you saved your game, but there is no respawning, so to say. Once you're dead, you are dead. Let's gather the rest of this Bridgmanite. We can make a couple of better blocks with this. Okay, so let's see. We want the green stuff. We need the green stuff. Where's the green stuff? Ooh, there's the blue stuff. Blue stuff's good too. Okay, so there are enemy bases over there too. Now, how do I get the ceramic up there? Ooh, that's a pretty cool looking structure. I wonder if I can harvest that. Ooh. Sweet. So this is where you can get ceramic from. Not really sure what ceramic is actually used for, because I don't know what the heat and so on and so forth, those different I don't know, attributes mean to the blocks, because I haven't really seen fire or anything yet in the game. Not to say it isn't there, it's just I haven't seen it so far. Oh, I hear stuff. Well, let's continue gathering. We'll gather up our ceramic. Oh, our inventory's full. Well, then I guess that means we have to build some stuff. I guess the Bridgemanite filled up our inventory. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Oh, no, wait, that was just energy, ceruleum. Okay, cool, but now where did our base go? I think that's it way over there? Holy crap, we made it quite the distance, didn't we? Alright, well, let's head on back. This is a really cool landscape, though. Got to admit. To bring out our gun just in case some unfriendlies are nearby, which is always a possibility. Nay, a likelihood. So. And there's the enemy nest. And as you can see, I can damage it. Oh my god. There we go. Got you. Oh crap. We are actually taking damage. We have no shields left. And we died. So that's something you gotta take into account. The enemies are very, very powerful. Oh, looks like we did restart. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, that's right. If the Eden kit is dead, then you don't respawn. So I stand corrected. We are not completely dead. We just don't have any weapons. Oh, we do have our weapons and stuff, so we just respawned at our Eden kit. Do we have all of our stuff? No, we just have 12 rounds of ammunition. Do we have any of the stuff that we collected? No. Okay, so note to self, don't do that. Don't shoot at the enemy bases or the enemy nests until you have proper weapons. So we're going to continue to gather some of this stuff. Nightfall's coming pretty soon, so we're going to want to gather some stuff so during nightfall we can do something at least. I wonder if back by our deceased body is our stuff that we left on the ground. Probably not would be my guess, but it doesn't hurt to check because we had a lot of ammunition and stuff on us that would be very useful. Alright, so we died like right around here actually. I don't seem to see our stuff, but that's fine. It's my mistake for doing that anyways. I should have just left them be. As I say that, I'm walking up next to it. As you can see, it's damaged. It's going to stay damaged, too. Well, I'm going to gather some of this stuff. Get some proper blocks going on. Get some proper building material. Okay, we're going to probably need to gather maybe one or two more of these rocks, and then we'll have enough to make a seriously nice defense going on. We're also going to probably want to find another green rock just so we can make more ammunition. Unless we can make ammunition out of something else, which is, I believe we can. Anything down there? Nothing that I want, so we're not going to go over there. And we got our handy dandy gun with a little bit of ammunition in case things go poorly. There's a lot of Bridgemanite up here. This is very, very common material by the looks of it. So probably be able to fill up our inventory with this stuff and then make quite a bit of our base this coming night. However, it would be pretty cool if the devs of this game would add in a couple more guns would be nice, and certainly a larger variety in enemies, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, as of right now, because this game was released about a month ago, those are the only enemies in the game, and as you can see, they're still very deadly, but it would be nice if there was a larger variety. And I know the devs have updated the game in the past, I believe it was in the past week, so they certainly are working on it, but sooner rather than later would be cool. Alright, let's continue to gather up these resources. We're gonna have a whole bunch of this stuff. Whole bunch, indeed. And once we're done doing this, we really do need to go look for the Tenals so we can get more ammunition made. Alright, well, let's get this stuff. Alright, well, that's good enough for now. Actually, let's turn on our lights, then we can see a little bit better. And we should be able to finish gathering up this stuff, and then we're going to head back to base. Okay, is that about it? Just about. We still have room left in our inventory, which is kind of surprising because I thought we gathered most of this stuff, but apparently not. Right. Almost got all of it. I think that's it, isn't it? Just about. Just little fragments here and there. Okay, that's it. Well, it's getting late out. I don't see any Tenal, so if the enemies come, we are going to have to use our ghost cannon. Ooh, Tenal. I think there's a bunch of it over there. If I can figure out how to get over there in the coming day, that's where to go, definitely. Okay, so we know where to get the stuff to make our rifle from, which is nice. So let's gather up this stuff. And nighttime, 23 seconds, let's run! Apparently there's no fall damage, which is fine with me. Except for when you fall off the edge of the world. Don't do that. Bad things will happen. Alright, now we have more than enough stuff to make all sorts of cubes. 13 cubes. Awesome. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so we are going to put these here. Be very careful. And then here is where we are going to expand it. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. There we go. Cannot build on stable structure. So there isn't really a, I don't know, a structural integrity, but it still doesn't let you build in certain areas. Uh-oh. Where are you? Uh-oh. Stay away from my Eden kit. Stay away. Okay. This is why we need... Oh no. How's my Eden kit doing though? Oh, and that is the end of that. So that's why you need to not die. You need to have your ammunition all ready and try not to get too cocky like I did. So we're going to start a brand new Eden Star series. Next episode, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to do it properly. Now that you guys know the basics of the game, I don't have to explain them, and we're going to do it properly. So thank you folks for watching this short little series, and we will continue it next episode. Thank you folks for watching. See you guys next time.